When people think about Elvis Presley movies, one title almost always jumps straight to the top, and that movie is Blue Hawaii from 1961. It's colorful, fun, romantic, packed with music, and honestly, it feels like a vacation you never want to end. Elvis and LA ocean views, everywhere catchy songs, and that laid-back island vibe made this movie one of the most iconic films of his career. But behind all the sunshine smiles and ukulele's Blue Hawaii has a ton of hidden stories, behind-the-scenes drama, surprising decisions, and little details that most fans never hear about. From Elvis's real feelings about the role to casting choices that almost went very differently to how this movie changed the direction of his entire career, there's way more going on here than just a fun beach musical. So today we're diving deep into the history of this classic and breaking down 20 hidden facts about Blue Hawaii, 1961, that will totally change how you see the movie next time you watch it. Let's jump right in. Fact 1: Elvis didn't originally love the script. Even though Blue Hawaii became one of Elvis Presley's most famous movies, what a lot of fans don't realize is that Elvis himself was not instantly in love with the script when it first landed on his desk. At this point in his career, Elvis was already feeling frustrated with the kinds of roles he was being offered. He wanted more serious acting opportunities, something with depth and emotional weight, but Hollywood kept pushing him into lighthearted musical comedies. When Elvis read the Blue Hawaii script, he reportedly felt that it was another formula film where the music mattered more than the story. While he liked the Hawaiian setting and knew audiences would probably love it, he didn't feel like the role of Chad Gates really challenged him as an actor. Still, Colonel Tom Parker, Elvis's manager, understood the business side of things and knew that this movie could be a massive hit. In the end, Elvis agreed to do it partly because of his contract and partly because he trusted that the movie would connect with fans. Ironically, the very thing Elvis worried about, the light, carefree tone, is exactly what made the movie so popular and timeless. Fact 2: Blue Hawaii was designed to be a perfect Elvis package. Blue Hawaii wasn't just a movie, it was carefully engineered to be the ultimate Elvis Presley product. The studio wanted everything fans loved about Elvis wrapped into one colorful package. That meant exotic locations, beautiful women, catchy songs, light comedy, and a hero who was charming without being threatening. The character of Chad Gates was created specifically to appeal to Elvis's fan base. He's handsome, respectful, fun-loving, and independent, but still polite and family-oriented. He's a man who rejects his wealthy background to live freely, which made him relatable to younger audiences while still being safe enough for older viewers. Even the pacing of the movie was structured around Elvis's musical performances. Songs weren't just added randomly, they were placed strategically so that there was never too much time without Elvis singing. This approach became the blueprint for many of Elvis's later films, for better or worse. Fact 3: the Hawaii locations were a major selling point. One of the biggest reasons Blue Hawaii stood out was its use of real Hawaiian locations. At the time, many movies relied heavily on studio sets, but Blue Hawaii took audiences somewhere they might never get to visit in real life. The beaches, mountains, hotels, and streets of Hawaii were filmed in vibrant color, making the movie feel like a travel brochure come to life. The studio knew exactly what they were doing. Hawaii had only recently become a U.S. state in 1959, so American audiences were extremely curious about it. Seeing Elvis surrounded by palm trees, ocean waves, and tropical sunsets made the movie feel fresh and exciting. Interestingly, local Hawaiian residents were often used as extras, giving the film a more authentic feel. This wasn't just a backdrop, it was part of the movie's identity, and it played a huge role in the film's success at the box office. Fact 4: Elvis's Army experience influenced the story. Chad Gates returning home from the Army wasn't just a random plot point. Elvis himself had recently completed his own military service, and the studio wanted to reflect that in the character. Audiences had followed Elvis through his time in the Army, and many fans admired him even more for serving his country. By opening the movie with Chad coming home from military duty, the film immediately connected Elvis's real-life story with his on-screen persona. It made the character feel more grounded and relatable. Viewers could see Chad as a responsible young man who had done his duty and was now trying to figure out what he wanted from life. This subtle connection helped maintain Elvis's wholesome image and reassured fans that he was still the same person they loved before the army, just a little more mature. Fact 5. Chad's conflict with his parents was very intentional. The tension between Chad Gates and his wealthy parents is one of the most important elements of the story, and it wasn't accidental. The filmmakers wanted to create a conflict that symbolized freedom versus responsibility. Chad's parents represent tradition, money, and expectations, while Chad represents independence and personal happiness. This theme resonated strongly with young audiences in the early 1960s, especially those who felt pressured to follow a certain path in life. Chad's refusal to work in his family's business wasn't about laziness, it was about wanting a life that felt meaningful to him. Elvis played this struggle in a relaxed way, but underneath the smiles and jokes, there's a real emotional core to the story. It's about choosing your own path, even if it disappoints the people you love. Fact 6. Joan Blackman was not the first choice for the female lead. Joan Blackman, who played Male Duval, ended up being a perfect match for Elvis on screen, but she wasn't the studio's first choice. Several other actresses were considered for the role before Blackman was cast. The filmmakers were looking for someone who could balance Elvis's charm without being overshadowed by him. Blackman brought a calm confidence to the role that worked beautifully. She wasn't just a love interest, she felt like a real person with opinions and independence. Her chemistry with Elvis felt natural rather than forced, which helped ground the romance. Interestingly, Blackman went on to say that Elvis was kind, professional, and respectful on set, which made working with him a genuinely positive experience. Their on-screen connection helped elevate the movie beyond a simple musical. Fact 7. The soundtrack was a massive success on its own. The Blue Hawaii soundtrack wasn't just popular, it was a cultural phenomenon. It became one of the best-selling albums of Elvis's entire career and stayed at #1 on the charts for an incredibly long time. Songs like Can't Help Falling in Love became timeless classics that are still played today. What made the soundtrack special was its relaxed, island-inspired sound. It felt different from Elvis's earlier rock and roll hits, showing a softer, more romantic side of him. This helped expand his audience and introduced his music to people who might not have been hardcore rock fans. The success of the soundtrack proved that Elvis didn't need loud guitars or rebellious lyrics to captivate listeners. Sometimes a gentle melody and heartfelt vocals were more than enough. Fact 8. Can't Help Falling in Love almost didn't make the film. It's hard to imagine Blue Hawaii without Can't Help Falling in Love, but surprisingly the song almost didn't end up in the movie. Early on there were concerns that the song might be too slow or emotional for a light-hearted musical comedy. Thankfully those concerns were ignored and the song was included. The moment Elvis sings, it feels intimate and sincere, standing out from the rest of the soundtrack. It became the emotional heart of the film and later one of Elvis's signature songs. Over time, it became so closely associated with Elvis that he would often perform it at the end of his live shows. What almost got cut ended up becoming one of the most beloved songs in music history. Fact 9. The movie reinforced a formula Elvis would repeat. Blue Hawaii was such a massive success that it unintentionally locked Elvis into a formula he would repeat for years. Exotic location, light, comedy, romantic plot, and lots of songs became the standard template for his movies throughout the 1960s. While this formula made a lot of money, it also limited Elvis creatively. Critics began to complain that his films were becoming predictable. Even Elvis himself grew tired of the repetition, feeling that his acting abilities were being wasted. Still, there's no denying that Blue Hawaii perfected the formula. It's the version that worked best, and later films often felt like weaker imitations of what this movie did so well. Fact 10. Elvis's wardrobe became instantly iconic. The clothes Elvis wore in Blue Hawaii weren't just costumes, they became part of pop culture. Hawaiian shirts, casual slacks, and relaxed beachwear made Elvis look approachable and cool at the same time. Fans loved seeing him dressed in a way that felt effortless rather than flashy. This style influenced fashion trends far beyond the movie. Hawaiian shirts became more popular on the mainland, and Elvis's laid-back look helped redefine masculinity in a softer, more relaxed way. Even today, when people think of Elvis in a tropical setting, the images from Blue Hawaii are usually the first that come to mind. Fact 11: the movie helped shape Hawaii's tourist image. Blue Hawaii did more than entertain audiences, it helped shape how people around the world imagine Hawaii. The film presented the islands as a paradise filled with romance, music, and friendly people. For many viewers, this was their first vivid look at Hawaii. Tourism in Hawaii increased after the film's release, with many visitors wanting to see the locations featured in the movie. Hotels, beaches, and scenic spots became associated with Elvis, turning the film into an unofficial advertisement for the islands. This influence lasted for decades, and Blue Hawaii is still remembered as one of the movies that helped make Hawaii a dream vacation destination. Fact 12: Elvis's character was softer than his rock image. By the time Blue Hawaii came out, Elvis was no longer seen as the rebellious rock and roll threat he once was. The character of Chad Gates reflected this shift. He's gentle, polite, and emotionally open, especially when it comes to love. This softer portrayal helped Elvis reach a wider audience, including families and older viewers who may have been wary of his earlier image. While some fans missed the edgy Elvis, others appreciated seeing a more romantic side of him. The movie showed that Elvis could adapt and evolve, even if that evolution wasn't always what he personally wanted. Fact 13: humor was used to balance the romance. Blue Hawaii carefully balances romance with humor, and that was done intentionally to keep the tone light. Chad's interactions with tourist co-workers and his family add a playful energy to the film that keeps it from becoming too serious. The comedy also helps make Chad more likable. He's not brooding or intense, he's friendly and approachable. This made audiences feel comfortable spending time with him, almost like he was a friend rather than a movie star. This balance of humor and romance became another key element of the Elvis movie formula. Fact 14: Elvis had little control over song choices. Despite being the star, Elvis didn't have much control over which songs ended up in the movie. The studio and music publishers often made those decisions based on marketing and profit rather than artistic value. While some songs felt meaningful, others were included simply to fill out the soundtrack. This lack of control frustrated Elvis and contributed to his growing dissatisfaction with his film career. Still, his natural talent and charisma helped elevate even the weaker songs, making them enjoyable to watch. Fact 15: the film was criticized but loved by audiences. Critics were mixed on Blue Hawaii when it was released. Some felt it was too lightweight and formulaic, while others appreciated its charm and escapism. Audiences, however, absolutely loved it. The movie performed extremely well at the box office, proving that Elvis still had incredible star power. For many fans, the film was exactly what they wanted: a fun, feel-good experience. This divide between critics and audiences would follow Elvis throughout much of his movie career. Fact 16: Elvis's real personality shined through. One of the reasons Blue Hawaii still feels so enjoyable is because Elvis's real personality shines through the character. His warmth, humor, and kindness come across naturally, making Chad Gates feel genuine rather than scripted. Even when the dialogue is simple, Elvis's delivery adds charm. He smiles easily, reacts honestly, and feels comfortable on screen. This authenticity is a big reason why fans continue to connect with the movie decades later. It's not just a performance, it's a glimpse of who Elvis really was. Fact 17: the movie marked a turning point in Elvis's film career. Blue Hawaii marked the moment when Elvis's movie career fully committed to musicals. After this film's success, studios were less interested in giving him dramatic roles. This turning point shaped the rest of the decade for Elvis, leading to dozens of similar films. While some were fun, others felt repetitive, and Elvis grew increasingly unhappy with the lack of creative growth. Looking back, Blue Hawaii feels like both a peak and a crossroads in his career. Fact 18: Chad's job represented freedom over money. Chad choosing to work as a tour guide instead of joining the family business was more than just a plot detail. It symbolized choosing happiness over wealth, experience over status. This idea resonated strongly with audiences who dreamed of escaping routine jobs and living more meaningful lives. Chad wasn't lazy, he just valued freedom and joy over money. That message helped give the movie emotional depth beneath its sunny surface. Fact 19, the film's pace was designed to feel like a vacation. Everything about Blue Hawaii moves at a relaxed pace, and that was completely intentional. The movie wants you to slow down, enjoy the scenery, and soak in the atmosphere. This vacation-like rhythm made the film perfect escapism. Even today, watching it feels like taking a break from everyday stress. It's a reminder that sometimes movies don't need to be intense to be memorable. Fact 20, Blue Hawaii became an enduring Elvis symbol. In the end, Blue Hawaii became more than just a movie, it became a symbol of Elvis's image during the early 1960s. When people picture Elvis smiling, singing, and surrounded by beauty, this film often comes to mind. Despite Elvis's personal frustrations, the movie captured a moment in time that fans continue to cherish. It represents fun romance and the magic of classic Hollywood musicals. Decades later, Blue Hawaii remains a beloved part of Elvis Presley's legacy and a reminder of why his charm never fades. So those are 20 hidden facts about Blue Hawaii, 1961, that show there's a lot more going on beneath the sunshine and songs. Whether you're an Elvis superfan or just discovering his movies for the first time, Blue Hawaii is a perfect example of how charm, music, and escapism can create something truly timeless. If you enjoyed this deep dive into classic cinema, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments which Elvis movie you want to explore next.